Hello, welcome to our library. How are you doing today? Good? Great, I'm fine as well. Thank you for asking. And what can I do for you? You called earlier to have an appointment so you can get help picking up some books? Okay, great. I can definitely help you with that. And I'm actually very glad that you decided to call us for assistance. We do have a large variety of books in this library, and you are probably going to require some assistance picking out some great books. And I want to ask you, are you a member of this library, or are you a new visitor? You're new? Okay. I just want to ask you if you would like to become a member, because this is like the only library around town here, and becoming a member can help you get easier access, borrowing books, and returning them. And also we will send you some updates and notifications from time to time. If you're interested, I can set you up for an account and a membership in just a few minutes. Sure. Can you please start off by telling me your name? Alright, and I'm going to need your date of birth. October. Alright, and I'm going to need your phone number. And your address. And a street, not avenue, okay. An apartment 302. Great. Alright, I'm also going to need your email address so we can send you updates and notifications through that. Okay. And at gmail.com. I just sent you a email verification, and all you have to do is open the email, and then there will be a link provided for you to click on, and after that you will be sent to our homepage of the library website. Alright, just making sure that you understand that. And after the verification process is done, we will ship you a library card, and that's just for easier access. Alright, and the membership is completely free. Yep. Just let me finish up here and we can move on to your books. Alright. Okay, let's get started right away. So, what kind of books are you looking for today? Mystery novel. Right. Now the list is really long, so is there any specific kind of mystery novel you're looking for? An author maybe? You don't know an author? That's fine. Any specific type? You're interested in murder and homicides. Alright. That definitely shrunk the list a lot. And I see a few good books on here that you might be interested in. And how many are you looking for? Just one? Alright. I have a really good one here that you might be interested in. Alright. Let's move on. Alright, besides a mystery novel, what other books are you looking for? You're looking for an SAT book for your sibling? Alright, now there is several different type of SAT books in this library. We have one with practice tests in it, one with guides and how to success on the essay, or one combined with both. Alright, you want the one combined with both? Okay, let me check the availability first before I answer your further questions. Alright, we had 3 total. Well, you're in luck, there's 1 left. Yeah, everyone's trying to borrow books for the SAT. That's coming up in May. Right, and you just need 1 right. Okay, good. Okay, any other books for education related? You're looking for books that has to do with geography. Okay, is there any specific places you're looking for, continent or country, or just the United States in general? The United States? Okay. Geography. Now we have several different types of books that you might be interested in. We have one that is an atlas, and an atlas is basically a book with geography, maps, and different types of things related to geography. And there's one specifically for the United States, and it tells you different information of each state. And we also have a textbook, a middle school level textbook, and it has information such as the history of the United States and geography separated in regions. And if you're interested in that one, we can definitely get that for you, but it's a textbook and it's kind of big. And it's for middle school level, so it's very simple and easy to read if you are looking for books like that. Alright. Okay. Now, what else can I get you? Okay. Just for relaxation. Any new books we have? Well, we do have a franchise of books that came in last week, and it is the Percy Jackson, are you familiar with that one? You've seen the movie, but you haven't read the book. Yeah, well, there is 10 sets of that book arriving at our library last week. And most of them are already borrowed, and there's 1 set of books that is still not borrowed yet. And it consists of 5 different editions of it, so if you're interested, you can borrow that. Or do you just want 1? You want to see all 5? Alright. Yeah, we can borrow that as a set, so you can read all of it if you want, but it's a lot. And 5 books is like 1,000 pages, I believe. It's pretty much. But if you would like, you can just borrow 1 at a time. Alright. Any other books you would like to get today? Okay. You are looking for the Hunger Games. That is a very popular book, and surprisingly we do have one, but we only have the first edition of the franchise, the Hunger Games, not the Mockingjay or Catching Fire. Would that be alright? Okay, great. Okay. You have a question for me? Okay, please ask. I don't mind. I'm here to answer your questions. Yes, we actually do have a center for games and stuff like that. It's a new addition to our library, and I can tell you a little bit more about it if you're interested. Okay. Well, recently we decided to add a new department in our library, and that department of our library is based on games and different games for different consoles, like the Xbox, the Nintendo, for computers. And we have a very small variety of games at the moment, and you can actually borrow them just like you borrowing books. It's the same thing, same process, but just games and books. So if you're interested, we can show you several games that we have. Sure. And now, because this is a new department, we only have games for the Xbox and the Nintendo DS. Would you like to take a look at those? Sure. And we also have computer games for the PC. Just 2 or 3, I believe, if they're not already borrowed. Yep. Alright, we can get that for you. Alright, so is there anything else I can get you? Or are you ready to look at the books? You ready? Sure. Just give me 1 second. I'll browse around to get all the books that you wanted, okay? Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back with the books that you decided that you want today. So let's get started. The first thing I found was the Hunger Games. Now this is a paper cover, paper cover, not hardcover, you know what I mean. So it's in good condition, just a little bit crust on the side, alright, and let's flip through the pages to make sure that there's nothing wrong with it, so you're not liable for any damages. Pretty clean. So do you still want this, or do you have second thoughts? Sure, we put this aside over here. Just put that in the system that you are going to borrow this. Alright, and the next thing we have is the games that you asked about. So I was able to pull out 3 different games at the gaming department for a library. And we have the Mario Party Island Tour for the 3DS. And it is actually new to our department. No one actually borrowed this yet. So if there is any damages, it's probably you. Just kidding. Anyway, we also have the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, which is a very popular game recently, because this is released recently, like a few months ago, I believe. And we also have this, and it's already borrowed by several people. And I know that sucks to borrow Pokemon games like that, but some people want to play and they don't have the money to purchase it, and we are more than happy to borrow that to you guys, people that are interested. And I really like the texture of the packaging. And the third one I was able to pull out was the Pokemon Y. This is also a very new game, fairly. And it's for the 3DS as well, and it's also very popular for the department. A lot of people actually borrow this already. I actually want to borrow one of this myself because I don't want to pay for it, so I might borrow this myself. So that's the games for the DS, and we also able to pull out several games for the Xbox. Warriors Orochi 3, and these games are all new. They're not damaged or anything. We actually got it from GameStop as a donation for us. They were very kind enough to donate some games to us that no longer is popular or demanded. So this game is still in very good condition. I'm not gonna open it because, I mean, why open it? You know what's inside, this manual and a disc. And we also have Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generation. Lost Odyssey. I'm not very familiar with this game. I've heard of it. And also Final Fantasy. That's pretty much it for the Xbox games. Okay, and then we also have some old games. We have Dead Rising 2. And this is a DVD, which is really old school. Considering now that everything's digital. You can download it on Steam, Origins, whatever. And this, I believe, is back in 2012. And is in very good condition. I'm not sure, you can probably download this at home and just have it forever. Since it's on DVD now. I mean, doesn't really matter. And because of the high demands of zombie games, we also have Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. And it's also in like pristine condition for some reason, even though it's like 5 years ago. Yeah. I've actually played both of the games and they're actually really good. I just don't like Dead Rising 2 that much because of the time limits. I hate those. So enough about games. Do you want some water? Yeah, I'm getting a little bit thirsty myself. Here. Alright. Drink up. Alright. So this is just a little bit demonstration of the games we have. You're probably not interested. Yep. I'll put this aside in separate piles. Alright, the next one we have is the Percy Jackson franchise, the Lightning Thief, and the other 4 books. So, over here we have the 5th edition of the Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson and the Olympians. And this is book 1, the Lightning Thief. It's not in a very good condition. Just, you know, you can tell there's a little bit of this in the end. But it's overall still looks pretty good and new. And this is the first book. You can see book 1. And then there's 4 more. We have the book 2, The Sea of Monsters. This is the second book of the franchise. Now, I really haven't read this book at all, but I mean, I think it's good. Hopefully, not really sure myself. Right. And then we have book 3, The Titan's Cursed. And then we have book 4, The Battle of the Labyrinth. Whatever. The last one of the franchise is The Last Olympian. And this is in hardcover for some reason. The other ones are paperback. Whatever. So, The Last Olympians is in hardcover and it's in pretty good condition actually. And the author is Rick Riordan, and in the shelf for his books we actually found another one, and it's the Red Pyramid. Book 1 is a new edition, is no longer Percy Jackson, is something else that's Egypt related, I believe. Yeah, it is pyramid. So, and this book is a lot thicker than the rest of them. It's like 400 pages and I never read it. I'm more into Olympians than Egyptian mythology. It seems shiny. Can you tell? No? Well, I can see it. The letters are shiny. So I'm not sure if you're going to be interested in this one, but I think you should stick with those 5 for now. This is just to show you that there's more. Okay. So do you want all 5 of them? Or do you just want one of them? You want all 5? No problem. Alright, just kind of flip through them to make sure there's nothing written on it. Right, book 5 looks okay. Put them over here. And let's look at book 4. Good. Book 3. Book 2. Great. Book 1. So far we have 6 books for you. Just put that in the computer. Percy Jackson and the Olympians franchise. Books 5. Great. And the next one that you asked for is the mystery novel. And this one is one of my favorite mystery novel of all time. And it's The Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it because I actually read it, not the rest of them. So this book is basically about an investigator on a train investigating a murder. And then the ending is actually pretty surprising. So I'm just going to leave you at that. And you might be a fan of mystery novels and murder crimes, so this is a good read. Now, this is in pretty good condition. It's just the wrapper, a little bit dented and crusted, but overall the interior of it is pristine condition. So let's flip through to make sure. Interior bookmark over here is a little bit folded, so when you return it, we're not going to blame you for the damages. thing you wanted was the geography related books. Missing something? Oh, it's right here. Sorry, just gotta make sure. So before we get to geography, let's start with the SAT book. So here it is. It's pretty gigantic, actually. And it's by College Board, and inside we have numerous amount of practice tests. I'll show you if I can. I can flip through, it's so gigantic. Here. And inside there is also instructions on how to do good on your essays and guidelines, not guidelines but guides on how to succeed taking the SAT. Let's see, there is the critical reading portion of it, the mathematics, the writing, and the, let's see, and the rest of it because I can't find it. Okay, so if you are interested in borrowing this, I'm just going to tell you you're not allowed to write in it because after all, it's a library book and other people is going to need to use it as well after you. So you interested? Great, I put them aside over here. So now we have 7 books. Alright. Now let's get on with the geography stuff. So the first one I have for you is the Classroom Atlas. And inside we have a variety of maps. It's very interesting, it's very well drawn or illustrated, however you want to put it. See, inside they have all these different types of maps. Natural hazards, population, climate, what else? World economic maps, world fuel deposits, world energy consumption. It's very detailed, so tell. On the back there's continent facts. I actually looked through this and it's pretty interesting. They separate it in different continents. Like, let's say North America, right here. Tells you different things about it. It lists the historical look at North America, urbanization in North America, and then they move on to different countries in North America, the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So, do you want it? Okay. There. Oh, and that one is in good condition, don't worry about it. And this is the pocket edition for the United States Atlas specifically. And inside we have regional and state maps, state flags, and facts, photos, and more. So let's just flip to randomly Minnesota. It shows you the state over here, and then it shows you facts such as statehood, area, population, and specific type of flower, trees, and birds. And then tells you a little bit about it. Over here you discover more. And I think this is a pretty interesting atlas. See, and they show you all the maps of different states. And this is very small. You can take it around, read on the train, on the bus. And They also tell you different parts of it. Northeast, deep south, application. See, I never get the word. I never know how to read it. Midwest, Appalachian, the Great Lakes, mountain. There's glossary on the back. So, do you want to borrow this as well? No problem. Pocket edition. United States. Now, last but not least, you wanted the textbook edition of the Geography of the United States, specifically. So we have here Social Studies and Regions. So inside, this is completely new because no one actually want to borrow it because it's so heavy. But inside it talks about the history of the United States, the economics of the United States, science and technology, culture, citizenship, and more. I don't want to waste all your time, so I'm just gonna get on with this quicker. And inside, they're separated in chapters, and they talk about history and geography. It's pretty interesting, actually. What can I tell you about it? It's basically for school. It's like a middle school level. And it's pretty simple. You should be able to understand it. See, each unit is like the northeast, the left, it's kind of hard to flip, the southwest, and much more, but it's really heavy. Probably better if you stay here and read it rather than bring it home. Yeah, I kind of talk you out of it. That's fine. Put it back over there. Alright, so today you have a total of, let's see, 10 books. Now you have 30 days, a month, around a month, for all of these books except for the franchise for the Percy Jackson one because it's a set, so we give you about 2-3 months to complete it. So there will be a deadline, and if you don't bring it back on time, there will be late fee charges, and it's only a few dollars, but we still encourage you to bring it back on time because you need to give other opportunities for people to borrow it as well. Alright, so we are all set. Let me just finish up over here. Right, is there anything else I can get for you? You're set. Well, thank you for joining us, and I'm really happy to help you today. Come again next time. I'll be here. I work here full time. Thank you. Have a great day.